Hello, everyone. Why some people quit driving for Uber and Lyft? As you all know, I once drove for both applications. And if you did not know, now you know. Yes, I once did over 1,500 rides, roughly a little over 2,000. And in my opinion, the reason why some people quit driving for Uber and Lyft is they probably just get tired of driving. Being of service and helping people is always a wonderful thing. This is me speaking from my experience. It was always a wonderful thing. But I think it got to a point where, as it may have with some of you all, I just got fatigued from driving all the time. Um, Granted, I wanted to do it. No one put a gun in my head, a knife to my neck, and forced me to do it. But that was one of the main reasons that I think people quit is because they get tired of the mileage, the miles. Grateful and appreciative for the experiences, but all of the driving just it takes a toll after years and years. You don't know it's years and years until you look at the rides. It's just ridiculous. Like I stated in a prior video that I once went downtown to pick someone up from a club late night, and she almost threw up in my vehicle. Now she did not throw up in my vehicle because I pulled over and she threw up on the ground as she should. Plus, she should have knew how to hold her liquor, but I digress. But what that ride did for me, it made me say, hey, discontinue going to the nightlife areas to pick up people in the back seat due to them being able to throw up in my car. Not that they want to, it's just because, sometimes the body does what it does when one is unable to intake or they overindulge in their liquor of choice or some food they ate. It doesn't have to always be liquor. It could have been some food they ate or a beverage they drunk. All depends. Nonetheless, some people quit driving for Uber and Lyft because they did so many rides going to clubs to pick people up, and they had so many different episodes. Episodes such as outside of people throwing up in their vehicle, people being loud, um, people being rude with their language, talking crazy. And lastly, people just being weird and not wanting to go home. They wanting to do things like put the driver's life in danger, take their life, mess with their money by making false claims and false statements. In the way that the apps were set up when I was doing it was truly one-sided. The customer was always right. And anyone that has listened to me before knows that my motto is the customer is not always right. That's just what it is. The customer is not always right. That is just a marketing slogan, and that is an illusion. Because if you're wrong, you're wrong. Doesn't matter if you're the customer or if you're a business owner. Another reason why some passengers quit doing Uber and Lyft, they just have way too many miles on their car, which isn't conducive for them to continue to help or be of service to people. Because when they're not being of service to people, they have to do the main thing, which is be of service to self. So, those of you all out there that have done rideshare, are thinking about indulging in the rideshare, are people that have had a vehicle and you have a lot of miles on it. The main thing is being able to get yourself from point A to point B. And you all can tell me in the comment, those that are currently doing rideshare, what's your take on it? Do you think you'll get to a point where you like, my car just has way too many miles? I'm not in a position to get a new vehicle. The vehicle is still good, but I need to allocate those miles just for myself. So I think that's what happens for a great deal of people, and that's why they quit doing Uber and Lyft. So, for example, let's say someone got a car at 0 miles, right? With them, and since that day, since he or she got their vehicle and got into the ride share game and started doing it, and then over 3,000 rides later, they got 190,000 miles on their vehicle. They probably done made a lot of associates, a lot of networking, so many things happen along the way with all of those rides that they were able to partake in. But now they feel as though it's best for them to get out of the game, so they continue to have the vehicle be functionable for another year and a half. That makes sense. Plus, it makes sense because everything that has a beginning has an ending. So even if they were just doing it from a contractor standpoint, even if they were doing it from a business standpoint where they turn it into an LLC, that would be different because they can look into hiring drivers, getting different vehicles and things like that. That's upscaling. So that's totally different. Another reason why some people quit driving for Uber slash Lyft is because they don't have no choice. They don't have no choice due to the policy. They have the rating. I think the rating is subjective, so but if you get a low rating, you get knocked off the app. If someone says they didn't like how you did something, said something, made a left turn, a right turn, how you came to a stop, how you did a U-turn, guess what? You're off of the app. And you don't have to quit necessarily. There's things you can do to get back in good standings, but some people don't have the patience for that. Excuse me. Some people believe that they shouldn't have to do that, and for the people that believe that, guess what? I'm on you all side. I believe you shouldn't have to do that. Um, and since that's the case, that's why some people quit. Because believe it or not, I always say don't worry about what you can't control, and that's one thing you can't worry about. You can't worry about clients making claims or just feeling some type of way because the way you made a left turn or the way you made a right turn or how you swerved in that lane because you was driving fast. In my opinion, I think they should just be grateful that they're able to sit in the back seat and someone is being their chauffeur. Though he or she chose to sign up for it, they just should be grateful and appreciative. Sit back and ride. As long as their life not in danger, just let the driver do what the driver do. In my opinion, I mean, I know you all have to feel the same way. Those that are currently doing rideshare, just let me know in the comments what you all think. And those that are contemplating on getting in the rideshare, this is something you should take in mind. So I just wanted to bring you all this video today. Click the link below and go grab my book. The book will be able to help you. It will be able to help a family member. And if not, it could definitely help an enemy of yours. And in fact, it's a high chance that the enemy becomes your associate and even your friend. So like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. I'll definitely respond to your comments. You all continue to have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.